You're listening to Spin It, a spin on digital marketing. We are spinning the discussion about everything web, graphics, digital marketing, and much more. And we're here to help get your business's online presence back on track. Join the team as we spin it. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Spin It, episode number 11. It's good to be here today. I'm joined by Cheryl, our boss, instead of Mackenzie today. So, how are you, Cheryl?
I'm great. I'm always shocked when you call me my boss.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is what you are.
It totally shuts me up there when you call me that.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're excited. We got another episode with today where we brought back the people from the Fort Dodge Growth Alliance.
Yes.
As we're going to be talking about the business community opportunity video campaign that we've been working on with them. Video 1 has launched.
Yes. We're going on video 2.
Yeah, we're about to start video 2. Video 1 seems to have done really well.
Very well. Been very well received, and we'll be talking about that with both Jill and Lydia.
Yeah, so they're going to give input on that and tell us a little bit about video 2, and we're just excited to have them back. So I'm not going to stay in this seat very long, and I'm going to move and give the floor to Jill and Lydia and Cheryl.
Thank you.
This episode of Spin It is brought to you by Spin Market Digital in Fort Dodge in partnership with the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance. The Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance is an efficient organization whose mission is to unify and coordinate accountable economic and community development to enhance the quality of life in Fort Dodge, Iowa, and the surrounding regions. For your business to become a member of the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance, call them at 515-955-5500. That's 515-955-5500. Or you can email them at info@greaterfortdodge.com. That's info@greaterfortdodge.com. To learn more about the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance, visit their website, www.greaterfortdodge.com. That's www.greaterfortdodge.com. Or follow them on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. And as always, for all your digital marketing needs, call Spin Market today. Or visit our website, www.spinmarket.com. That's www.spinmarket.com. www.spinmarket with 2Ks.com.
I'd like to welcome everybody to this episode of Spin It. I am Cheryl O'Hearn with Spin Market, and we have our guest with us today from the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance. I'd like to introduce Jill Nelson.
Hi, Cheryl. How are you?
I'm good. So good to have you back. And Lydia Schuur.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Great.
Glad to be here.
And isn't this fun? We're back for our second video release.
Yes, it's exciting.
Very exciting. So as everybody knows, this is the business community opportunity video campaign that the Growth Alliance has implemented. And we're on our second video that is out. The first video that we released was Fletcher Wood Products with James Works. So tell us a little bit about what you have heard or the comments that have happened since we released that video.
Yeah, so it's been really exciting for us to kind of go through this entire process with you, Cheryl, and the Spin Market team. This was the first one of 10, so I think Lydia and I kind of went into it thinking we didn't quite know how it would be received. I mean, we were very hopeful. We were very excited about it, but it's been really great to hear all the comments from our community members and friends and just members of the Growth Alliance as they have watched James Works with Fletcher Wood Products, the video that we released on social media, and lots of really positive comments.
Yeah, and the reach that it's had has been interesting. James' relatives have shared it and made great comments that were super positive, and it was just really neat to see that happen, especially with the first video, because I didn't really know what to expect there. So it was great.
Well, it has. It's done very, very well, and it's exciting that James has had such good responses back from it, and the views have been very well received. We've seen it on a variety of social media, along with the press release and everything else with it. So it's been a really exciting to get it out there, and we know that, like anything else, it's on the internet, so it's always there, and it's going to get viewed and constantly be out there for people to learn more about James Works and Fletcher Wood products. So we're really excited on that. And of course, now we are going to release our second video, totally different from the first, but again, a great example of what's available for businesses in our community and the variety and the diversity of our businesses
Yes,
in the community. So the next video that we're releasing is Rush Hour,
Yes.
which is a clothing store, a boutique here in the downtown district, and that's owned by Jill Bush. You want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, absolutely. This was really fun to work with Jill Bush with this video. Jill has been a longtime supporter and very loyal member of the Growth Alliance. And so it was just exciting for us to be able to go to her and ask her to be part of this and give her a little, bit more exposure and just to work with her in this aspect. And so, yeah, Jill actually started her business, and I believe she was strictly selling purses and bags, and she was selling it out of her home. And as her business continued to grow, she decided that she wanted to open up a brick and mortar store, and she chose Fort Dodge as the location for that business. And during her video and her interview, it was super fun to hear her talk about the success that she's seen and the community and how the community has responded to her business and the growth that she has seen as well.
Yes, she has very loyal customers, which is
Yeah.
awesome. And the times I've even been in her store, she remembers people, even if they'd only been in one other time previous. It's so cool with her. She can kind of remember maybe like what you purchased or what you looked at. And I think that's such a cool aspect of her that she can recall that stuff. And
That's the fun thing about going to little boutiques.
yes.
Because of that service, and you usually are actually seeing the owner most of the time.
Yep.
And totally exactly the same thing with Jill Bush at Rush Hour. And the variety of things that she has and how she's marketed it in a very different ways because of different things that we've been going through over the last few years. But she embraced social media, which was huge for her, that she was be able to show everybody what was available in case they didn't want to come into the store because of course, COVID, unfortunately. And was a great way for her to get that information out there, to have that personal touch, even though it was on a video. We've all learned that even that video can be personal out there, and how she has been able to grow and maintain herself in a retail business.
Yeah, she definitely knows her client base. And that's
Exactly.
very good.
Yeah, she's just a great example of the many different retailers and boutiques that we have in Fort Dodge and in the region. And I love how she talked about she saw opportunity in Fort Dodge, which is why she decided that this is where she wanted to open up her business. And, speaking of which, it's like we have so much going on right now in the community in terms of retail and new businesses opening and just retail opportunity in general. We have a couple of other retailers that we'll be featuring throughout this video series, in the coming months. And there's definitely a theme in all of them that they saw opportunity here and their businesses are growing and thriving, and I think it's a great story to tell. And like I said, Jill is just one example of that.
Well, and you made that comment many times during our conversation on the opportunity, but they also really were embracing the fact that how supportive the community is for them to be a retail store here. And not only here, they have people from Des Moines, Ames, Sioux City, Mason City, all of the areas within a short driving distance, coming to Fort Dodge and liking to see their little unique boutique type of places like which Jill has there at the Rush Hour.
Yes.
Fort Dodge absolutely has a draw from the surrounding communities. I mean, we are the retail hub. And so whether it's people come here to go to like our big box retailers or just to, spend an afternoon in our Main Street district, checking out the boutiques like Rush Hour and many of the other ones that are in our Main Street district. I mean, people absolutely find Fort Dodge as a destination for retail.
Right. And we're going to see a lot more as there's several new development areas in the downtown or in the Fort Dodge area and region. So we're going to be seeing a lot of other new retail being built.
Opened, yep.
Opened and built across the area. Some of them have already been announced. Some of them we know are potentially coming or in the conversations. So it's really exciting to be in the forefront of basically a whole new retail opportunity for the community.
Yep.
And that's where smaller boutiques like Rush Hour totally complement some of the bigger ones that are coming in as well.
Absolutely.
On there. And then, of course, there are a lot of different business incentive programs, a lot of different options out there for businesses when they come in. We're not going to go into all of that because that's not really our niche out there, but we would suggest that anybody that is thinking of coming to Fort Dodge, the contact of the city of Fort Dodge and start there, or contact Main Street Fort Dodge would be a couple of them. And, of course, you can always reach out to the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance, and they'll be happy to direct you to where you need to go on it as well.
Yeah. Yep. Very exciting time for retail.
And it is for the area. And so that's why we're even more excited to be able to showcase Jill Bush with her Rush Hour and let people know, hey, these are some great places that maybe you never heard of before or have seen, and come down and check that out and visit the other ones in the downtown district, and then go and visit the other ones on the east side of town.
Yes.
On there.
Yeah, absolutely. So if you haven't had a chance yet to check out Jill's video, you can find that by going to the Greater Fort Dodge Growth Alliance's Facebook page or our website as well, or YouTube page. And you'll see Jill's video, but that'll also be the spot where you can check out our previous videos featuring other businesses, and then the future ones that we'll be doing too.
Exactly. Everything will be all in one location. And so it's going to be a great way to see a variety of them. And as we release them, just kind of re-energize the ones that we'd already released and maybe hadn't had a chance to see.
Yes. And we'd love for people to like, share, comment, everything, all of that, and help spread the word and get the videos seen by a larger audience.
Exactly. So we want you to be engaged. We want you to share it. We want you to comment. Tell us what you think, and tell everybody else what you think, because that's how these digital marketing campaigns work.
Yes. And in a time when it's kind of sometimes easy to not always be nice on the internet, it would be nice for positive comments about these videos too, and like what they enjoy about the store, or if they had a great experience with Fletcher wood products, like tell people about that. Let that be a space for all of that too.
Exactly. Well, that's very exciting. Again, that video is going to be live here, and we're excited to be the first to show you and talk about the Rush Hour video and future ones coming up. So thank you very much, Jill Nelson, for being our guest again today from the Growth Alliance, and you, Lydia Schuur, and really appreciate it and look forward to talking more about the next video.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Cheryl.
Thanks for listening to the Spin It Podcast.
Make sure you check out our brand new website at www.spinmarket.com. That's www.spinmarket.com.
And follow us on social media at Spin Market to keep up to date with all that's happening.
If you'd like to sponsor an episode of the Spin It Podcast, fill out the form on our website, www.spinmarket.com.
And make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channels so you never miss an episode.
Thanks for joining us on this week's episode of Spin It.